Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to break down if you need to bring the bar all the way to the chest when performing a bench press. So if you're interested in fitness tips like this, click subscribe. I drop new videos every week. Now I want to break down both forms here, give you the positive and negatives of both stopping before hitting the chest and actually hitting the chest. Who should be doing which one of these exercises? Which one's better? We're going to talk about that right now. Now, if you've seen any of my videos, you know I like to break down studies and talk about reasons you should do certain exercises and shouldn't do other movements. There's actually no evidence on this. I tried to find studies. There is nothing. I did find one study that talks a little bit about a sticking point. A sticking point is basically when you're benching, that point that people like to stop and not be able to get through, typically the hardest part of the lift. So I did find some sticking point data I think we might be able to apply and actually get a better idea of maybe how you should be training going forward.
Okay, so let's compare forms and look at the benefits for both. On the right here, we can see bringing the bar to our chest. We would expect to see with this full range of motion, more muscle activation, and increased time under tension. Although drawbacks to this could be injury, not that it's common, but with those who have poor range of motion and previous injuries, you might be at a higher risk and more vulnerable to getting injured. Now, for those who are stopping shy of the chest as seen on the left here, what are the benefits? We are still getting pec development, and you could argue that the time under tension will be negated by simply doing an additional rep or two. I would expect since we are shortening the rep, there would be less of a chance of injury. This seems to be noted by other YouTubers like Jeff Cavalier from AthleanX, who's claimed that going to the chest can be problematic for those who have previous shoulder injuries. But how low should we bring the bar down? Well, a study that examined sticking points was able to show that the most challenging part of the lift was right around the lower third. This would be where our elbows are roughly 90 degrees. So encompassing the sticking point into your range of motion makes sense. We don't want to skip the most challenging part of the lift since we're not shortening the rep to make it easier, we're shortening it for shoulder health. So I would recommend if you're stopping shy of the chest to break the 90-degree angle at your elbows and go to about an inch or two from your chest. Although if you are a competitive lifter or you're someone that thinks you might want to try being a competitive lifter someday, I would recommend going to your chest. In competitive lifting, a good lift requires full depth to the chest. For the average person, not touching the bar to your chest isn't going to have a drastic impact, if any at all, over the long term, as long as we are using the same rate of perceived exertion. I would hypothesize though, when a study comes out that looks at this, we would see a small benefit for those who are touching the bar to our chest. Until we actually have this data though, this is just speculation.
Alright guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Click like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day.